Yarnbarf. Sola, hello, hello, welcome in. Did I miss anybody? Let's see. Hi, Dory, didn't forget this. Oh my gosh, yes, you sure didn't. Thank you for coming in. Yarnbarf and everyone's coming up. I was listening to VJ. Shall we put her in the corner on mute? Right, VJ, right? I got her over there. Hello, happy Memorial Day, Memorial Weekend. Everybody, welcome in, welcome in. I hope y'all all got a chance to enjoy yourself and be with your family. That is a very, hi Samantha. It's an important time to talk about family, maybe, if you have a lot of service in your family. But at least get your family together, you know? Not enough time families get together anymore. I have a huge family. We go in all directions. But we are in a Navy town, so most everybody here is Navy. VJ was talking about that. But we're in a Navy town, and we got a lot of Navy and Army. Everybody. So let's see. Denise Lee, hello, hello. Welcome in. Yeah, Solus, VJ's still talking over there. I did absolutely no crocheting all weekend. And then last night, I tried to knit a little bit and I was just too tired. But this morning I got up and did a little bit. I started something and kind of got me excited because I was talking about, well, VJ was talking on her live. Hello, Gracie. Welcome in. Welcome in. Did I miss anybody else? Okay, no. So I'll show you what I knit this morning. I just started it because I'm a professional at this particular pattern now. I do that a lot with patterns. If there's something I do, then I do a number of them. Because I think I have 5 of this pattern going now. This is the little scarf that goes around your neck. It's Sophie's small scarf. It's like just a little asset or something. I don't know what thing's called. But anyway, I started that this morning, and what I was so excited about, it made me, I was shopping yesterday at the dollar store, and you know I'm on a yarn ban. But these 2 skeins of yarn is plenty to make that scarf. And oh, here it is, here it is. This is crazy, Premier sock yarn. It's superwash merino wool. It's 50% superwash merino wool, 25% rayon, that's how you say it, rayon, and rayon is made from bamboo, and 25% nylon. This is sock yarn, which you know you don't have to use for socks. But I got this at the dollar store, guys. I'm using 2 at a time, holding 2 at a time. And it $2.50. And it is turning out awesome. I put the 2 skeins together. Both of them were at the same color to the best of my ability. I put it at just starting with the gray, and then it mingles into the other. I tried to line up the colors so they stayed the same. Thank you, Yarnbarf. It is so soft. I mean, this is crazy. It feels like freaking totally expensive yarn. It really does. And I'm holding 2. It's a number 1. I can show you that on here. It's a number 1. Isn't that crazy? And it's premieres sincerely. Let me see. Sincerely yarn. Oh my gosh, it's so nice. So I started that I started playing with it last night, but I messed up so many times. So I did that this morning. Once you learn this stitch for the I-cord, I got it now. It's real easy. It's not hard to learn. Just practice, practice, practice. Julie, Chafee Massey, welcome in, welcome in. Timo, Twisted Zone, hey, welcome in. How are you today? I hope everybody's having a great day and enjoyed a little bit of fun or something this weekend. And thinking about some of our older relatives and the people that served in the service. Okay, so what I wanted to talk about today, you've been cooking, yummy, yummy. I wish somebody'd cook something. No, I'm just kidding. I love cooking too. I have a bunch of cookbooks. I love baking. I love cooking. Yes. But I don't do it. You don't do it just for yourself a whole lot. I still bake, take it places. Okay, so today I wanted, VJ was talking about, somebody about baskets and yarn and different things that the Plarn, well these, I don't think I had showed these. If I did, then I did, I'm sorry. But these are the ones that gave me some idea. Jennifer, hello, Dinky Crafts Jennifer, VJ Road. These are very simple. You start on the bottom with single crochets. Let me see if this one, yeah. Back and forth with hello VJ. Welcome in, welcome in. Moonlight Crochet in Crafts, welcome in. Awesome. Tracy, that was it. And Gail Moore, hello, hello, hello. Okay, so I kind of wanted to show you guys, this is what I did when I first retired. I'd been working with a lot of Plarn. I was really excited about it. And again, when you make one, you make more than one, because it gets stuck in your head. That's what I believe. It gets stuck in your head. Hello, Grannydee. How you be? Lamb. So I make, well, I don't know. Let's see. Oh, Chris. Hi, hello. And sifting some, thank you for coming in. It's getting late, I know probably where you are. We're on different time zones. Welcome in and thank you for coming by. Seeing some people here. We're all alive on this coast. Alive and well. So you just go back and forth on the bottom. Single crochets. Sometimes if the Plarn's too thin or the yarn, then I would use half doubles. I wouldn't stretch out if you're making a purse. If you're making a purse type thing or anything that's holding something to make it a thicker fabric, I would do single crochets or half double crochets. I wouldn't do, that's my preference. And these, I can't even tell. This is single crochet, single crochet. This one is half double. And I can see this one's half double because it was much less structured. This is real drapey. Giddy Joe, hello, hello. Welcome in. Yes, hello to all the lurkers or any of the replay. Let me go ahead and say hey to the replay. So this one's out of half doubles. And to make it a thicker, let me see if I can, like, see, you can't really see through it. So you don't really have to, depending on what you're going to put in it, you don't have to line it. If you're going to put a project in here, this is perfect without it. Now this one is just waiting for a handle. So this is what I made. There's even more of them in the back room. I just simply started with the back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then started to go around it and straight up. It gets, these are the same amount. I didn't discount, I didn't decrease or anything. You just keep going round and round. If you want it bigger at the top, add a few stitches, increase. If you want it, you don't want it too small to get into it, but you can increase or decrease as you feel your tension is what works, what makes it go in or go out is the tension. So with making a bunch of just little envelope type purses, I had for the last few years, I don't even know how long, I've collected them for a long time. I would go to the thrift store, and if I saw they're pretty expensive nowadays, and I think they got wise to me, because I would go buy a purse, and you could get them for a couple of dollars, even most of them like $3. I would go as high as $3. Now you're more like a $5, and all I wanted was the handles. Hello, Mindfully Crocheted Mara. That's one of her channels. She'll pop the other one up in a little while. Regina, hello. Welcome in. I'm just talking about plarn, purses, and things. So this was an ugly purse, and I bought it for the handles. I have not made a pretty purse on these handles yet, but this was a set that I got just for a few dollars. Then you can buy them, and I love the wooden handles. You can buy them. I think my sister gave me these. They had some sale on purse handles, $2. $2. But I also have a drawer with a bunch of these. Like I said, she hit a sale for me and bought a ton. This one has a whole bunch of little beads on it, and I want to take it out of the package. But it has, you know what, I will, because none of these are out of the package. So it has it has those little things. And all you have to do, let me make sure I get a purse that it'll fit. So all you have to do is then, with this style, I would connect them down a little bit, because if you put it up here, it doesn't look as pretty. It needs to be down there to connect it. It's just a preference, my preference. But it would go like that. Hey, Andrea. Hello. Thank you. So this, I may very well go ahead and put, then when it falls, there we go. Then when it falls down, it looks like that. And you can dig into the purse. And you can make a liner. Hello, Missy. Hello. Welcome in. So you can make a liner on the inside and have your fancy dancy little handle. Or I even have a style. Now, if you go with a style that has this way, instead of a clippy thing, let's see, can you see them? Instead of the clippy thing, then these go at the very top of your bag. And then when they fall, it will open the bag. I put a few, I have one white bag that I put the handles on wrong, and it's similar to, just a pouch. And because the handles don't work on it right, I need to just cut the handles off. They're funky. But it'll drop like that when you have put it on here. So, and I do have some just like Billy the Crafty Floridian. I got these from Hobby Lobby. And she does the granny squares and in material. And put the material in the granny square big bag. Those are so cool. This one isn't as big as her handles. It's a smaller one. But I had planned on making a little granny square bag. Then this was another bag I had gotten from the thrift store. The bag is gone, but I got it for the handles. These are plastic, but they're so neat. There's a lot more design on one side. It's kind of marbled. But you would crochet on the bottom part of this. Again, the purse I bought this off was ugly. It just was tattered and it was ugly. You'll be back on Wednesday, you said. I hope. Aren't they cool? I've had these for a while, waiting for me to get really crafty. And I remember how ugly the bag was. I think I paid about $4 for these handles. It still was cheap. That's pretty cheap. They probably would have really got me for it. And it's all plastic. Let me see. It's all plastic. But that's going to be fun to crochet on. Or you can make a bag and then sew it onto the ends. So this style I'm going to show you because I love these handles. These handles right here are the same as most all of them. This pair of handles has already been on a purse that I wore out. I love these handles on a purse. That's the perfect size to go shopping and not use your shoulder. Have your purse right here. It went all the way up like that. And just clutch it. And I kind of made this black bag for these handles. But I've yet to connect them because I just can't make a final decision. I don't really need a black bag, but I love these handles and this looks the best with it. They're too big for this bag. Let me just hold one. See, that one wouldn't go very good on that one. You like it on the blue one? The blue bag, because then when I learned this. The way it opens, if you're hanging handles over here, then you're not able to even open it. This one needs, this one's kind of small, and when I was crocheting them, I was putting handles on them. I got this far, I was just crocheting handles on them. So that's why they look great with the black bag. Yeah, that one just ain't finished it and didn't start carrying it. I have, where is like this handle. There we go. Like this one, let's say it was like that. And you could put it on there like that. But then when it falls, it would pull out this part of the handle. So even if it was just attached at the top of that, right there, attach it right here. When you went to open your purse, it would open those sides. That's why I was saying in the beginning of showing you these, if my tension was too tight, it went smaller. I may have even decreased. I have no idea. But when it gets too small at the top, it's harder to put these handles on it or to decide which handles to put, because it should be about right there to pull it out. So, Plarn. I recently went to the store and there was a new cashier. I don't know what you call them. But I wasn't going through the self-checkout. Had a lot of stuff. This kid put my bags, put them in so many bags that, because the Plarn bags they're making now don't even hold your stuff. He doubled every bag. I came home with a ton of bags. That's what made me start to talk about Plarn again. Because I went to the store and I've got a ton of bags again. I use them, but I hate that I had ended up with all those plastic bags. And in New York and other places, you can't even... Ah! Sorry, I hit the cord. You can't even... Sorry. You can't even get a bag when you get your stuff at the store. So it doesn't make sense that here in Virginia, we still double and triple bag stuff to try and get it out. I'm going to definitely start carrying my bags with me. I was bad. I was a bad girl because I didn't have bags available. Let's see. What y'all guys talking about? You've got some of those wooden handles. You should make a bag. Yeah, Jennifer. We should all do it. Sounds fun to me. Yeah. And they are addicting. Very simple. Each one of these is exactly the same. If you want it wider at the bottom... What'd you say? I know. I'm going to have to start doing so. I got to bring something. I've got bags in the car. I just was lazy again. You love the bottom? So simple. And you can make your bag as big as you want. You can see this one. Look, I didn't even do the same thing. I just did a chain because it's a flat bag. I don't know if you can see, it's flat. I just crocheted on both sides of a chain. But this one has the bottom, and you could make that wider. You don't know how to do Plarn? So simple. Let me go grab one of them bags, and I will show you exactly how. Let me see where I need scissors and a bag. I'll show you. Boom, boom. Don't leave me. All the bags are over here. A pair of scissors. I didn't have anything else planned, so I can show you Yarnbarf. Okay, let me get comfortable. You need a pair of scissors and a bag. See, he's even got a bag and a bag. So you take your this happens to be a food lion. That's what we have here. You fold the sides, these little side things down. And I would ordinarily have a few of these bags. I do about 3 or 4 at a time. So you put 3 bags flat, fold them, and then you fold them. So far I haven't cut anything off of them. But this would be a lot thicker because you're in Joann's, what? Your box of Joann's bags. You would rather, oh yeah. So you have it all flat. And because you still have the bottom on here, and you're going to get static because you know what this is. But I just keep the whole bag together, and I'd lay it flat. And I also have a blade that I use for a wheel cutter that's used for my bags. But because you want to keep pushing, you would have it on something. You'd have it on something, and you push it this way, and that takes the air out, makes it flat. So that helps. When you've flattened it really good, I would take the top off. This is the handles. That's what's kind of garbage. I mean, if you want to make a toy or something and use that for crinkly stuffing, maybe, I don't know. Haven't thought of anything yet. But now we have one flat side and one with the bottom of the bag. It's still sealed because that, again, let me take that. Helps to make it out of the air. Takes the air out of it. And you start on the end that doesn't have that you've already cut on. So you take that off. And you could even fold it smaller, because this one isn't that thick. But I cut it about 1 inch. 2, maybe. Okay? The main thing is just try to cut it about the same amount. You just cut them until I kind of went thicker, because I kind of think that was too thin. But then you take it apart and you have a loop. Then you take another one apart and you have a loop. You hold your one loop and you put your other one in it, and you, I think this is called a half hitch. And then you have 2 pieces. And you can add on another one. And you now have and I hold this knot. I've got my finger in the loop and this one on the knot. Okay? And I put the other loop right on there. Pull that through. I have found, see how it gets wonky? First, I pull this one while my hands, let me back up. There we go. I pull them and secure them both at this. I've got this one still, and I pulled that one tight. And now you have 2 knots in it, and it's that long. You can take this just like, I know there's a crochet hook near me. Never. Everything's knitting needles. Well, to make yarn, you probably could knit it too. I'll have to try that. That sounds pretty cool. But do it so good. Well, I've made a lot. I've made yarn mats for the homeless that were 3 foot wide by 6 foot. I'll post some of the pictures. They're real cute. Billy used one on her Boggy Creek. It was all yarn. I'll post that picture too. It was all yarn, but it was blue bags and brown bags. It was striped. It was real pretty. Charlotte Brown, hello. Welcome in. We're talking about yarn and bags made of yarn. This is black trash bags. And this is, I made this one while I was working in the hospital. I was on a hospital watch. I had to guard an inmate, and I had nothing to work with, except for I always had crochet hooks in my pockets, purses, whatever. And so they had blue bags and scissors. 12-hour shift. So let me get the crochet hook to finish showing Yarnbarf how to use her grocery bags. I'm gonna get a big hook. Let me see. Okay, I got a fairly big hook. Okay, to show you guys, because, and I like plastic for yarn. Plastic for yarn. Where's my piece? Oh, here it is. Miguel, welcome in. Welcome. Who's having thunderstorms in Texas? MDL, hello. Hello, welcome in. Welcome in. So this long piece of yarn, you can either ball them up. I like to, you can change the colors. You can get, depending on your hook, you can get so many stitches so you can make it variegated. And that way you can add on to it to whatever color you want to make it if you're making something in different colors. But I don't start like that. I start just like it's a piece of yarn. I put my knot on it like that. Not everybody does it the same, but there is my knot. And I can tighten it up, but this is going to be super easy with this big hook. You just go around and crochet. Boom. And this you can make your own. I'll go right over that knot. I think I already did. You already went over one of the knots. There's one knot. The other knot is already in here. Let me see if I can show you where. That was my knot. And the other knot is up in here. You can't even see it already. And I went right past it. You don't, let me put one more piece on again. Okay, so this is the regular loop, because here's a regular loop crossed. Okay, there's a regular loop. That's how long it is. I keep my finger on this one, which is my active one. I keep that one down there. I hook on to my new one with what is a half hitch knot. I know you guys always, or somebody in school used to make a little, now if you just pull it like that with both hands, you don't know if you got your knot in the right place. So if you hold this end and then just pull this one, sometimes it feels, this is hard right now. It's getting a stress. I want to help it right here to where I want it. Because sometimes you will get it where it's off like that. This does, you know, when you're pulling it, let's say, sometimes you're pulling it and you get the knot crooked. That's always so frustrating, but most of the time it's best to just take it off because you want to try and make it flat, the whole piece. That's the only thing you'll mess up, and it's not a big deal because it's only one loop. One loop. So it's real easy. Super, I have made some crazy stuff. But let me see, where'd that big hook go again? Did y'all see where I put it? It's a big blue hook. I know it's here. That's what happens. Oh, where is it? Oh, here it is. Way over there. Well, thank you. It was just not having yarn with me. I do string and yeah. I've crocheted a lot of things now that I think about it. I've done a big mat that'll, well, it's more of a rug that'll go down the hallway. And I used plastic brown bags, which you get a lot more in different places. Home Depot and different places have brown bags. I used that with an off-white Red Heart Super Saver thread. All those at this, or yarn, all at the same time. That turned out nice. So this is about, I've cut it what? About 2 inches. If you cut it 3 inches or 4 inches, you get a lot bulkier piece. And it's just, it's crazy what you can make. And it gives it, I got one right here. It gives it structure. It gives it a little more strength. This is, I've showed this one a couple of times. I have a second second basket in here. This one is just like this, but it was cut thicker, wider, so it makes it a little more dense. It'll make it a basket where it's got a little text, you know, a little stiffness to it. Where this was half doubles, you see that they're a little bit bigger bobbles, kind of. This is single crochets, and this one is half double. The half double makes it a lot I mean, you could make, if you were making a costume, you could make a Superman shield, or I don't know what I'm talking about, but this is very flexible. Words. And this is not. But that fit, and this one is not, because it's got two different bags. It's got a black bag and a white bag at the same time, which they just seem to be a little more, there's more plastic in it or something. So Arrow Lover, Margie. Hello, welcome in. I don't know if Chris, did I say hi to you? Chris, I don't know if I did or not. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm just sitting here concentrating on this. Sandra, hello, Sandra. Welcome in. You need a lanyard for that hook. What's a lanyard? A lanyard. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I do. I should do that with my stuff. I've been knitting for so long where you can just throw it down and the needles are in it. But that, let me see. I'm just going to show you some more because this is just like the bottom. Now you could take it from this point. Alan, welcome in. Tammy, hello. And anybody lurking? Jax, I haven't sent it yet. I'm putting it together. Okay, so this was about 4 or 5 chains, I think. 1, 2, 3. Yep, about 4 or 5 chains. You can make it a circle just like you crochet anything else. And now I would be making something round. So I'm just going to sit here with my hands and make something round. And Leslie's working on a bunny, 1 ear and tail left, and then put it together. Congratulations! I got body parts. That's all I got, body parts. I haven't gone past body parts. Now this is ending up with a big hole because it was, and that's okay too. I'll show you in a minute. What was that? See, I don't have a hand to. Everybody saying, hey. And, okay. You're eating and typing. I can't do much of that. When I'm on lives, I'm always on my phone. This that I'm on now is my iPad, and I just can't do that on my, I can't do lives on my iPad. Typing is different. Okay, so I put a lot of single crochets, but I'm going to put a few more. You're working on your hippy dippy poncho? Oh, I bet that's going to be cool. What color is it? I'll do a VJ, start asking questions. Zola's congratulating you. Oh, see, I'm already at the end of my little, I have to add some more on. So I crocheted all the way to the end. Now you have to remember which one. This was the beginning end. You have to be more than 4 colors. Yeah. This one is the end. You want to make sure you add your yarn. Plarn. Cowboys, I saw that word. Free-handed. Free-handly. Free-handly made. Free-handly. Free-handly made. Welcome in. And they are some awesome oh, it's in the back. Yeah, it's always around me. I usually have it's not Cowboys on. I am obsessed. Waiting for your first bod yarn order. Alrighty, and go Cowboys for sure. That would be so neat to go to a Cowboys game. I may someday. I've been to an NFL game, and I was in New Orleans for it. I saw Atlanta Saints and the people at that day, the Atlanta Saints. I saw Atlanta Saints game the year that Atlanta went to the Super Bowl, 1999. So 1920, 2000. There we go, 2000. It was pretty neat being in the Superdome, though. It was before all of the the Katrina. It was before that. Nisi, welcome in, Tammy Cook. Tammy Cook. I can't believe that's you. Hello, wait a minute. You missed your fire tablet. You do so much on that. Yeah. Did your husband grab it? I just haven't learned how to use it then, I guess. I'm not sure. Not sure what's. I guess because I was an Android before I turned Apple. I turned Apple and I bought the iPad, bought the iPhone, and I ain't gone back. I do like the Apple product, but I was an Android for a long time. Cindy, hello. How are you? What keeps disappearing on me? The Saints and the Falcons. Yep. Because we went through Atlanta. We picked up these Atlantean people, and I was for the Saints. Since the Cowboys weren't playing, I was for the Saints. And talk about my son Jay during the game. Well, I was excited to be going to New Orleans, down Louisiana, because that's where I was born. And I won the airplane flight that took me there. And I could take someone, and I took one of my sisters, and we actually, I found out I had called to make hotel arrangements because I only won the airplane flight from Air Tram. I might as well give them a shout out since they gave it away. And the furthest place from here, I'm right next to the airport. The radio station gave the trip away. And the furthest place that Air Tram would take somebody was New Orleans. And I said, that's where I'm going. So we went down there and stayed for a week. Oh, it was so fun. I rented a car, and my sister, because where I was born was way down in Homa. And there is someone that lives down in Homa that is in our community, which is so neat. I've talked with her a couple of times. It's so neat. This country gets smaller as you stay on the streets of YouTube. But that was my NFL game. So let's see. You're right. Other devices are, yes. Help Zola. Rita, welcome in, Rita Pacheco. I love her name. You're in Baton Rouge? Well, I know that Baton Rouge, yeah. Let's see. I think that's the capital. Now I'm going crazy. Baton Rouge. And then I know there's a Shreveport is more at the top. My mother used to talk about Shreveport, Baton Rouge. I left there at 6 months old, but I'm still proud to be a Bayou baby. Yes, I am. So I was going for the Saints when I was at the Atlanta game. That was pretty, Atlanta Saints game. Well, they won. It was a good game. It was a good game to be at an NFL game. It was pretty neat. Yeah. Connie is Homa. That's where it is. Connie is in Homa, Louisiana. That's where I was born. Homa, Louisiana. I don't think it was a hospital. I think it was some other kind of, I don't know. It doesn't even exist now. It was a small thing back then. A long time ago. It was a long time ago. But Okay. But I have a bunch of handles, and y'all have heard, I'm getting ready to make purses. I don't even know if it's going to be a purse, if it's going to be a project bag. I'm just going to create them. Your 12 minutes, let's see. I'll be down to the 12-minute mark on the phone. So got to plug in the phone. Bye. Oh my gosh. Okay, Tammy. Thank you. Thank you for coming by. Hello, Sanita. I'm glad I caught you a little while. You're in the central time zone, right? I think she's central. Sanita. Yeah, she went live with the members only this morning. I jumped over there, saw it. You're still what? It's still, I'll still be here in Louisiana in October. Yeah, it was so nice to visit. It was really hot. It was hot. It's hot here too, but it was a different hot. I don't know why. I'm used to hot and sweaty. Maybe it wasn't sweaty. I don't know. The humidity. Just don't know. Okay, so I have a circle. I have to remember which one. Got to look at it right. This one is out the bottom. Usually I go all the way around and I crochet it in, but I left it up just to show you guys. And this one is the continuing one. You can feel that because it gets smaller. But make sure you put it on the right humidity down there. It's humid up here. It's just crazy. Okay, I got a couple more here. So again, I put it, see, I use whatever finger you have. I keep it in that shape. I'm going to connect onto this one. That's not the right one. Let me try to keep it in the camera. And see how that'll slide? It slides right down there while I'm still holding the fabric stuff. And it's right where it needs to go. That's the hardest part right there, guys, is to make it flat yarn. You can sit here and just make yarn. Roll it in a bowl or just stick it in a big basket or something next to you and just keep making it. I prefer to make it as I go a lot of the times because, especially if you're doing anything with different colors, then it will be variegated and you can decide what color to make. I have a mat in the back where I've changed the colors a lot. I'll have to bring that one out. So now I've decided, because this isn't any particular pattern, I've decided that I've got this thick enough. It feels firm enough. That's the word. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going up. I didn't do anything but slip stitch like you usually would. I slip stitched it into a circle, and now I'm going to bury that one on this row. Again, trying to make it a little firmer. Can you see that? I'm holding it in the, I was about to do a half double. I think I did. I wrapped it around a couple times. Okay. So I'm just going to go into the same spot, single crochet. Once you start burying it, it's easy to keep doing it. It goes pretty fast too, because I could make one more stitch out of that. Instead, I'll go ahead and tie on another piece. I just half hitch knot. And if you see how it slides right where I want it, that's the most, making that flat. I saw more people had trouble with that. I got two. Let me put both of them on. So I hold that. I grab that knot. decide where my halfway mark is. I grab that to make another, oh, I don't know what I did there, but doesn't matter where, but as long as you hold it taut. When you see how it's all wrinkled up, well, now I'm just going to make it straight. And I make that one straight. And I give it a little pull. There'll be times that you pull it and you break it. And that's okay. Just take it apart. Oh, here we go. Now I showed you. Because that was so wonky. There. That's jacked up. So one of them I need to cut off, or this one is still not secured. You can back it out. Just a little bit. It's like taking a knot out. And we will do it again. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take it completely off. It's a half-hitched knot. And sometimes, looky here there. Okay. See, that's coming completely. Sometimes you're going to mess it up. It may be broken. So you can just take the whole thing back off. Looked like a magic trick, didn't it? So there is the loop. Again, we want to make it straight. So I'm right at the loop. And this one, because we had already, well, actually we didn't even tie it enough to make, sometimes you'll mess up the plastic. This didn't mess it up at all. I'm going to put the loop on there, on my loop, and I go up into here. Am I showing y'all right? There we go. I go in the hole, and I just half hitch it right on there. I hold this end and that end. And when you pull it tight, you don't even know you go over that knot. That knot right there. You don't even know when you go over it. You're not going to feel it. But we were burying that. I'll bury it while I'm talking. There's no way to see. I just put another stitch in that same hole. There's no way to see how many stitches you've made, how many you haven't made. I just try to make it thick so you don't see through it. So you can eliminate some stitches, you can add some stitches that don't, whatever you want to make the material. So anything you can crochet, you could crochet with Plarn. Isn't that crazy? And then you can just rinse it. Moon Rose, hello, hello. How you doing? Let's see, it's like a tropical vacation where you are. It'll be like a tropical vacation. Okay. I thought you were using t-shirt. That would be the same exact thing. But there's another kind of knot you can actually do for the t-shirts where it's like you put one little hole in the one end. You put a half hitch through it too. Yarnbarf saying hello. Thank you, Yarnbarf. So I did want to talk to you guys next week. I'm going to have a pillow sale. I will have pillows, and more pillows. And they're all going to be, I'm going to come up with a really good, easy price for you guys. Because, you know, I just want you to have pillows. I want to get rid of some material. I ain't trying to get rich here. Shipping is so bad. But it'll be a good price. It'll be easy to, because I'm making some of the older pillows, the smaller ones. Oh, look, sitting there talking, I almost ran out of, I buried my other string, so now I'm not going to have to worry about that string. And I didn't have any bags. Do I have time? You guys want to see me cut one more bag real quick? Remember, that's all the trash that you had. That was the handle. So for anybody that wasn't here earlier, I'll show you Food Lion bag. That's the handle. That's the other handle. I usually pile, and I do it on a table. I pile about 3 bags. I have found 3 work good. 3, sometimes 4, depends on how much I have to cut up. That's in half. In half again. Again, getting the air out of the bag. Half again. Air out of the bag. You don't cut the end that's the bottom. You cut the handles off. Boom. Now you cut them as thick as you want. If you want a little bit firmer, then you would cut it even up to that big. I'm just doing that big. And you can also hold a few at the same time. You could hold 2 different colors. Now, this one, I'm going to go right up to where the bottom of the bag is. I can get 1 more out of here. And then that is the bottom part of the trash. And we just half hitch them together. There's 2 of them. Boom, boom. And because I'm holding those, I'll just grab the bottom one, slide it down. Boom. So simple. Let me show you the project again, because you see I'm making, it's going to be a little bowl or something. But I put it on the end of that. I only have 1 thread on there now. I grab it that way. That'll stay right there. And just pull this all the way through. Sometimes you have to help it persuade it to exactly where you want it. You hold this knot and you straighten your other one so that it slides and it knots. And then this piece is straight. Some stash bags. Well, this guy, he was real angry at the Food Lion. Food Lion gives you blue bags when something is cold or needs to be refrigerated. They give you Food Lion white bags if it's just shelf stuff. So it's supposed to be something that you should do a tutorial. You think so? I just did. But he gave me all blue bags and a whole lot of attitude, which I didn't need, didn't want, but he wasn't having a good day. And I ended up with a whole bunch because he double bagged everything. This is probably one of his too. Yep, see, this was one I had in the house. He gave me all blue bags. He didn't even have white bags, I guess. But Food Lion, thank you for having blue food bags, because I've made some beautiful stuff out of the blue bags. So, yeah. But I will, y'all, ladies, you see how easy it is now? I mean, I'm going to sit here and probably go around a few more times. I'm going to post, matter of fact, let's make this a giveaway. He knew I needed the bags. I'm going to make this a giveaway, and this one's going to be a crazy one. Okay, it's right now. It's at the end. It's 6 o'clock. I've showed you guys how to do this. I'm going to post what I make this out of. I'm going to take a picture of it, whether it's a bowl, whatever it is. And the word will be whatever this ends up being. And I'm just going to post it. Okay, so I'm going to go into the post and see who puts the word in the post. So my giveaway is going to be from the post that has a picture of something made of yarn. Yeah. And it will be for the first pillow at Monday's giveaway. And I'll pull the winner there. Monday at 5. Giveaway. How about that? Is it too confusing? What do y'all think? Anybody here? Well, replay people. There you go. The way to win a bone pillow. What pillow? My mouth. I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't even get through the whole live. I did. I said it. My speech is getting difficult. But I got an antibiotic from the new dentist and I'm out of pain. Out of pain from just taking that antibiotic. But we've got lots of things planned for this smile. Yarnbarf! So, we have to guess what you are going to make. No, I'm going to post a picture. I'm going to post a picture of this. If it ends up being a bowl or a basket or something that it is. Okay, so in my post, the picture, or should I do it in the live? I should do it for this live. I don't know. Okay, I got it. Come back, put what it is. No, that's too much trouble. The post. It'll be a picture. You still have it. Thank you. Thank you. I still enjoy smiling. I forget that I'm missing all these teeth. It don't matter to me. A flower. Hey, that's a good idea. So there we go. Thank you, Moonrose. You have to go back. This is one you're going to have to work for. If you want a bone pillow for free, you get a chance to win it. I'm going to make something out of this. And whatever it is, on that post, on my thing, I'll make another video to say that you got to do this too. But whatever this is, out of the plarn, on Monday's live, you'll win a pillow. That sounds really cool. And I mean, if you have to get the rules, then you'll have to watch this live to figure out. So I'm gonna put plarn as the title in this one. So anybody, something about bone pillow giveaway, they'll have to watch the video to find out how to win, right? That's how it'll be. I know it's late. It's 6:04. I see it on that. Yep. Okay, so Sanita, is Sanita live? Zola, good. Okay, did you put up a link for her? Is Sanita live? Dory did it to Sanita, make crochet items. Okay, yes. That was her link. Until next time, X. A hug and a kiss to you. That's so neat. Okay, guys, so we got the rules, and I'll see you next week. I will have some different pillows. I'm going to have a 3/4 pillow, 3/4 size, some of the older ones that I have sold a lot of, but I will have them here. Those will be the ones available. Thank you, guys. I'm going to catch you later. Bye, Ganny Joe. Bye, Zola. Moon Rose. Hugs, kisses. You guys be good. Be safe. Wear a mask. Where's the... Oh, it's over here in the corner. Bye, guys.